The science around telomeres and longevity has progressed a great deal in the last 10 years. Scientists are racing to unlock the puzzle of aging. As we can see, keeping our telomeres healthy do appear to hold the key to premature aging. A number of companies have emerged to offer telomere testing, and they make a number of claims on how having this information can actually help us live longer. One has to wonder, though, if these claims are legitimate. Can having this information keep us healthier for longer? Unfortunately, it appears that these testing companies have jumped the gun on the science of telomere testing. At this point, testing is generally not worthwhile because the interpretation of the results is still unclear. While scientists can make generalizations, it is still unclear whether the test results can serve as accurate predictors of health and longevity. To complicate matters, many of the companies offering telomere testing offer added service, such as supplements and other testing. The cost can be quite high, so it's a good idea to really understand the science and the claims that are being made by these companies. The language they use on their websites can be quite convincing, but consumers need to understand the limits of our knowledge on telomeres at this point. The goal is to provide a new level of specificity and tell people more precisely with clues emerging from telomere science. What exactly about exercise is related to long telomeres? What specific foods can lead to longer telomeres? And even what aspects of sleep can lengthen our telomeres? These are great goals, but at this point, the science isn't quite there yet. Therefore, it's important to understand what the telomere testing companies are offering and the limitations of the scientific claims they are making. A number of private companies give the results in terms of your telomere age, and they claim that this can be a useful biomarker for monitoring the vitality of your cells. By sending in just a few drops of blood, the companies will send back a report after a few weeks. The problem, however, is that science isn't there yet. They haven't made a recommendation on what telomere length each person should have at a particular age. So, in many ways, the information that they're giving us is really just a guesstimate. The recommendation of the number of tests you will need vary among the different companies. Most do two, an initial test, then a follow-up test in 6 months. However, scientists in studies perform many more tests over a long period of time in order to better measure how telomeres are progressing. Given the wide variations at any age, actual comparisons with what may be expected at your age at one time point might not be as meaningful as tracking the results over years. No one has determined the right amount of time to do the testing. Also, telomeres naturally oscillate over time, so unless there are a number of tests extended over a number of years, just two tests within 6 months isn't really enough. So, what exactly are these companies testing? Most of the companies are simply looking at the length of telomeres in blood cells. They are only able to measure telomere lengths in cells that are readily available. However, it's possible that cells in different organs are aging differently than cells in the blood. So, therefore, the predictive value of shorter versus longer telomeres in the blood is only giving us a very small fraction of the whole picture. While the cost of the tests are approximately $100, the companies are relying on a subscription to their telomere formula of vitamins. They cite a number of scientific studies to show how different antioxidants and nutrients can benefit telomeres. However, While some of the specifics may be true, their formulations are not actually based on studies, and most appear to be just expensive multivitamins with added antioxidants. While large population studies show a healthy diet is associated with longer telomeres, published reports about specific supplements that claim to lengthen telomeres is lacking. There is really no need to pay for general supplements that can cost up to thousands of dollars per year. Also, there are questions about just how effective isolated vitamins are in terms of becoming healthier. Without the packaging of the fiber and other vitamins and minerals, the value of the vitamins is really not the same. So, is it a good idea to test our telomeres? At this point, we do not have enough information to accurately test and reverse telomere shortening. Therefore, a telomere test may motivate people to adopt a healthy lifestyle by eating better, exercising, reducing stress. However, with the inaccuracy of these expensive tests, why spend the money? Unless there are particular symptoms that may indicate a telomere problem, telomere testing is unlikely to provide accurate information for people wanting to improve longevity.